Hello and welcome to another episode of The Average EV. Today we're bringing you something different. You're not going to see me at all except for right now. My wife is taking a trip up to Philadelphia to see one of her favorite comedians, and we only have EVs, so she has to take an EV. She's never had to do anything like this on her own before, so obviously I've gone over some stuff with her before and as we've had the EV, but now it's time to put her knowledge to the test and see how she fares. Fortunately, she should only have to charge one time, but we will see how it goes. So basically, I'm just kind of doing the intro and then I'm going to turn it over to her. I am going to have her rely upon the built-in navigation. If you haven't already watched that video, go ahead and check it out. I think it's going to do great for her as far as getting her where she needs to go and making sure that she charges when she needs to charge and doesn't have any issues like that. But aside from that, that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode where my wife takes a trip to Philly. Let's get into it.
Average EV's wife, Sarah here. I am taking my first long trip without Tyler. I have a friend with me, so I'm not alone, but I'm driving up to Philly to see a comedian, and this will be the first time I have to charge in public by myself and navigate by myself and figure out how to have an EV without Tyler. So stay tuned. We'll keep you updated on how it's going. I haven't been tracking that much because traffic has really sucked. So we are 20 minutes outside of Philly right now, driving into a pretty epic storm. So I'm going to try to get everything in. Now keep in mind, caveat, I have no idea what I'm talking about. So my kilowatt stuff has pretty much been between 4.1 and 4.5 the entire drive. Traffic has been real rough. The first round of traffic that we ran into, I didn't lose any charge. I only lost 1 mile. It was crazy, and we had driven probably 11 miles by the time we were out of it, and just the regen was just keeping us alive, which was pretty cool. And then one thing I'm very thankful for with the ID.4 is the suspension, because 95 sucks right now with all the construction, and as you can see, we're jumping and bouncing on this part of 95 also. So my friend got to take a nap, and we were driving through traffic, and it wasn't I wasn't killing their head or anything. So that's where we're at. I'll do a quick update when we park and show you what all the stats are, and then when we leave to go home, we'll talk about our plan to either charge or risk it and drive home. So thanks everyone, see you later. Hey y'all, quick update. So I did not take a video of us coming into the city because it was an absolute cluster disaster. And then just when I get here, I didn't have to use the parallel parking, so I didn't take a video of that. I just was able to parallel park. There's a wide enough space, and yeah, so we popped into my friend's house here in Fishtown in Philly, and we are chilling for a couple minutes before we go drive into the center city and get some food. But overall, the drive was not too stressful. The stressful part was the traffic and the rain. We were driving in and out of storms the whole time. But the car did great. It did warn me of a few. I love the lane awareness stuff, because there was this huge truck that came out of nowhere that, even though I checked, even physically turned around and checked, popped, it must have been going 110 miles an hour. And I was about to change lanes, and it just went whew, and the car warned me about it before I ever saw it. Again, amazing suspension on the ID.4. There's so much construction going on 95 right now, so it was really nice not to be as we had been in our ice car. The Nissan especially was not an amazing suspension. And then yeah, we ended with 4.2 kilowatt hours, so I will show that. I'll take a quick video of that when we get in the car that T-Bird can edit in. But yeah, so overall uneventful. And when we did the trip planner, I guess, like the prediction, whatever, of like when I would need to charge, it said we were going to get here with 51%, I think, or 53, and we ended up with 59. So all that regen in the traffic was actually like super helpful. So we'll make the choice about whether we're going to charge in Newcastle or not later, once we driven through the city a little bit. So thanks, everyone. See you soon. We're back. We went to dinner. We went to the Helium Comedy Club to see Mike Birbiglia. It was awesome. And now we are back on 95 after navigating through the city a little bit. We have 56% state of charge left. The original plan was to charge in Newcastle, Delaware. But looks like we are gonna have enough to get all the way to the Owings Mills charger. So we are gonna go there because I have 178 miles left and it's 108 miles to Owings Mills. So that's what we're gonna try to do since I know that charger. And that's a person that makes my anxiety a little less. So I've been to that charger with Tyler. I kind of know what it is. So yeah, we're gonna head there. So see you on the flippity flip. Hopefully nothing bad happens. All right, here we go. Plug in first. Plug in first. All right, I'm gonna do it. This is a really cute angle, I know, guys. Connecting to vehicle. Doo-doo-doo. Tap to use your Electrify America pass. Vehicles. Payment. Oh my god, it worked. I think. Alright, I don't know why this isn't working, so I have to go get my card. Hooray! I'll be back. Okay, hello friends, we did it. I'm just an idiot that doesn't know how to read directions.
That's not true.
So we are, as you all know, Electrify America members, and I had it all set up and I was ready to go, but there's not like they need to have like I don't know, I'm just gonna complain about this for a second. In my opinion, the members tap here thing needs to be more bright, because that's what I got confused about, and then I panicked and had to unplug, and this guy was watching me and it was really awkward, but he did not offer me help, so in case you're wondering. Anyway, so we are pulling like it loaded up pretty quick. We're pulling like, what does that say, 124 kilowatts right now, 126. Bottom left number under the green bar. Okay, yeah. 124 kilowatts right now. So doing okay. We're not gonna stay super long. I'm probably gonna charge up to like 35 just to get us home because I'm tired and don't want to drive. Although it says we only have 8 minutes left to get to 50%, so we will see what happens. So as a first-time user in the dark, with no help, just a little bit of a panic with the payment thing, which was a me thing, and you guys don't know me super well yet, and I'm super anxious, so I kind of like freaked out. But we're good. So hooray, we did it. I'll let you know when we get on the road again. Everyone, I just realized I did not update you guys on what our state of charge was and everything as we rolled in here. So we had 14% left, 32 miles, which is a little stressful for me. I started to get a little anxious there as we were waiting at red lights, and I was like really regen braking a little bit, just to, I don't know, it made me feel better. I don't think I was actually doing anything. And we were at 3.9 kilowatts, so we did not do as well coming back as we did going up, which I'm pretty sure just had to do with lack of traffic, and I was just driving with the flow, so I was not following the speed limit. But definitely just driving with the flow of traffic, and there wasn't as much braking and stuff, so I think that's what that had to do with. But yeah, so we're gonna be here for about 4 more, oh, it says less than 4 minutes. So I wonder if we're pulling anything different here. We're at 126 kilowatts, which is cool. It's going up quick, so we're almost there. Yeah, I'm gonna charge up to 50 just to make sure we can get home. So cool. Sorry that I forgot to tell you guys about that. I'll give you the full stats when I get home, but we are off. And yeah, it's hovering between 125 and 126. So, looks pretty good. All right, hey guys, I'm about to go pull the plug. Whoops. I'm about to go pull the charger. We are down to rotating, like hovering around 103 kilowatts. So definitely slowing down here on the charge. Oh, we just hit 50, hooray. So I'm gonna go pull the plug and then we're gonna head home. Yeah, because we just need to get home without a lot of panic. If not, we would have rolled in with like 1%, and I am not about that life. So one thing I am gonna say about this charging experience, as I was just telling my co-pilot here, is like the reason why I started freaking out was because I was trying to use our Electrify America member thing, and I didn't read the directions, but I clicked member and it was like, cool, use your membership. So I was like trying to tap my phone on the pay thing. And I know that I understand that there's a square, so nobody like comment on that and be like, read the directions. Like, yeah, I should have read the directions, but I was already having a panic moment because it wasn't taking the payment. So I think when you push member, like a light should light up and be like, tap here, instead of me reading a black square in the middle of the night when I'm tired. So throwing that out there, Electrify America, if you want to make your stuff a little more user friendly. All right, I will update you guys when we get home, and I will talk to you later. I am home. So we rolled in with 44% charge. So it only took like 6% to get home. We only drove like 15-16 miles, and the kilowatt was 3.4 for the last little leg, but we're also going mostly uphill, so I'm not shocked. Definitely a long drive. So total I drove 258 miles, which isn't bad. It took 5 hours and 50 minutes, so the drive up was almost 3 hours, so almost twice as long as it needed to be because of all the traffic. But like I said, my kilowatt hours were like up like crazy. Miles per kilowatt, it was like 4.4 when I rolled into Philly. So that was really cool. I think that was just because of traffic. So super thankful for how functional the regen is on the ID.4, because I would have been really anxious if it had truly been like 3 hours of using the battery. We would have had to charge way closer to Philly. So I'm thankful for that I was able to go to a charger that I knew and had been to a Tyler. So overall, like, it was fine. My average speed was 45, but that's only because of the traffic. I was driving pretty much the speed limit, slightly over, just to save some time because I was getting tired. So yeah, overall a really good experience being quote unquote by myself. I did have a friend, but they don't know anything about EVs. So it was a little nerve-wracking being at the charger for the first time by myself, like straight up just like in my elevated heart rate, like little anxious, not really knowing what to do. Like Tyler had explained it to me step by step. I had seen him do it a bunch of times, like totally fine. But just like, I just didn't read all the signage and it wasn't super obvious, especially at 1 o'clock in the morning, or 12:30 in the morning, that like that's where I needed to tap, which is why I was having an issue paying, and I'd like cancel and then X out, and it was just like a whole thing. So, you know, definitely a user error issue, but definitely would appreciate better like signage, like, hey, when I hit member, can you please light up the member tapping area, Electrify America? That'd be great. So yeah, I'm gonna head in. This was super fun. I was really nervous to go by myself without Tyler on this road trip, which was about 6 hours there and back. So, and just minimal driving while I was in the city, so that doesn't really count. But I was definitely super nervous, but thankfully Tyler has taught me a lot, and the driving part and like the functionality part I was not stressed about. It was really like that moment of charging without him. I wasn't really sure what to do because I hadn't publicly charged by myself. I'm like not able to call because it's the middle of the night and he's asleep and whatever. So yeah, it's been real. Thanks for following along, guys. This has been the Average EV's wife, and I will catch you guys next time.